Hi everybody, I'm Steve Gore and I am the artist at Chainsaws for Charity. Chainsaws for Charity is a small privately owned 501c3. It's compiled of 5 members, all from various walks of life, that have all come together to do something amazing. Behind me, if you can see that, that is the American First Responders Memorial Monument. And it was originally spurred due to a tragic event in Toledo, Ohio in 2014. 2 firefighters answered the last alarm and passed in the line of duty. Unfortunately, that was because of random act of violence, arson. But anyway, we were asked to design a firefighters memorial. We were known for our veteran sculptures and what we had done in those communities. I am a symbolism artist by trade. What I do is I take recognizable shapes, colors, and images, and I combine them to tell a story. Anyway, when we first got called, we sat back and we told them, well, you know, we don't really know anything about the firefighter brotherhood, so we're going to have to do some research. And we took all of 2014 to do the research to make sure we did it right. And this was going to be the original Fireman's Monument, okay? And it's based on the Fireman's Prayer. And you can Google that. But in the Fireman's Prayer, there's a line that says, "If I pass in the line of duty, let it be saving a child." So that's what I based the original sculpture on. You see the 2 firefighters saving the child, passing it to the EMT on the top. While doing research for the Fireman's Memorial Monument, going into the living quarters at the firehouses and interacting with these men, I started seeing the physical traits of PTSD, the broken eye contact, the everyone positioning themselves to that spot in the room to where, you know, you could see everything that was going on around you. And I picked up on that right away because I myself have PTSD, even though mine is from being a victim of crime. Either way, once I saw that and we got started on the monument, we started interacting with law enforcement. We already knew of how PTSD is rampant in our military and everything like that, in our veterans communities and so on. With that being said, the monument couldn't help but start to morph, if you will. It started to take on a whole new persona, a whole new mission, if you will. So I went to the families after we started building, and I told them what I wanted to do, which was take it from just a fireman's monument and turn it into an all-encompassing fallen first responders, from military to law enforcement, firemen, EMT. And we're going to do something special in there also for our doctors and our RNs in civilian life, because they are also affected with PTSD due to the things that they see and hear in their environment they work in. So anyway, the family at first, and in fact the Mashinsky family, Rick and his wife came and saw us, and we had a couple of really great conversations about what we wanted to do. And one of the things that, you know, really was powerful for me was that, you know, he had said we get invited to these things and monuments are set up and this and that, and dignitaries come in, and it's a never-ending process. And at first they were going to turn us down as far as getting behind the monument. And he said, but when you said you wanted to do it to honor all the first responders, then turn it into an education on PTSD with the possibility of reaching out and saving other lives, we're all in. Steve, you have us 100%. So that was beautiful, and I thank them for that very much. My family itself, we are a Gold Star family. My cousin Kelly Greer lost her son Nicholas in Iraq 11 years ago, and I know what that kind of loss has done to her. We have very close, very intimate conversations about that pain and loss and things like that. So what we want to do with the monument, and please bear with me here, The monument now has morphed into, like I said, it was going to be to honor all fallen first responders and their families. It's going to be compiled of 4 sculptures. There'll be a military aspect. There'll be, what you see behind me is the firemen's. There's an honor stairwell, and then there's going to be a law enforcement sculpture. And when they all combine, they're going to cover about 40 feet in length, probably come in around 27,000 pounds, and it's all hand carved out of wood. And we're making it this way. We're doing it out in the public where you can see it as it's being made. The reason why we wanted to do that was most of these monuments that are presented to the families and that are out there, they're made by big companies. They're either out of stone or out of metal or a bronze or something. And beautiful, beyond a doubt beautiful, but cold. You know, wood has a natural warmth to it, and it's also, by doing it the way we're doing it, it's all being carved by hand. It's all, you know, going through these transformations. It's time put in. You know, we're thinking about these families. We want them to understand that we here at Chainsaws for Charity you're always on our minds, and that's what's so important. Now, with the monument, like I said before, it's on 3 missions at the same time, so please bear with me. Let's say that this box is our monument. Now, it is going to be out there to honor the families and, of course, the fallen. That's the first mission. Now, the second mission, okay, is PTSD awareness, okay? So we're going to be telling a story, we're going to be talking about PTSD, and we're going to be trying to help someone. And on the third side is we're going to have a personal redemption for myself and also to break down the stigmas of PTSD. That's what the monument will do when it's out on the road. As it's changing and as I'm making it, there is a very strong attachment from me personally in the piece of art. Because it was a random act of violence, I understand that and what it can do to a life. I understand how the relationships and the devastation that it's a ripple effect. It just never stops. So there is a very personal connection for myself to these families. But the symbolism that you're looking at behind here, now right now you don't understand what's going on, but we're going to be doing videos to where we explain what all of this that you see actually represents. Okay, now just like the monument was 3 stories being told at one time, that's exactly what every piece of this symbolism is. The lion, for instance, he stands for 3 stories at the same time. And it's really going to be something amazing. I really hope that you can sit back and follow us. We're going to try to give you a video every couple of days. We'll be moving into, of course, how it all came about. We're going to be talking about our sponsors. We're going to be talking about the tools we use, the people that are involved, the things that are being sent to us from all over the country already. It's just amazing to me how it's already exploded into what it is. What we want to do is we're hoping that you will join us, follow us. Please share the videos because there are literally thousands and thousands of families out there that have paid the ultimate price. And it's also thousands and thousands of people out there with PTSD, and we want to start that message as soon as possible. Okay, start getting them into the network. Start getting them to where they can see that life doesn't have to be what it is for us with PTSD. We're going to smash some stigmas. We're going to introduce you to different things, different therapies that are out there. There'll be some really cool point of view videos that we're going to do. Either way, it should be really cool, and you're going to get to watch this monument being built. And what it is a huge movement. We are in a crisis right now with all the division and all that separation and all that ugliness in the world, and especially in our own country. What we're going to do is we're going to try to bring back that unity. And all of us get behind the fact that we want to thank the families that have paid the ultimate sacrifice for the lives that we all are afforded. Either way, thank you so much for paying attention this long, and hopefully you can watch and share what we got going on. Y'all have an absolutely blessed day, and we're looking forward to hearing from you. Please interact. Please ask us questions as we're doing it, and we'll do the best we can to pick a few and answer them. All right, thank you. God bless.